What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for once again stopping by the channel. We appreciate you coming by to see what's going on here in Central North Carolina with Mr. Ferguson. Today, guys, I just kind of wanted to go over something we talked about a while back. Finally got around to doing it. We've had some rain, had some work stuff going on here lately, but what I'm referring to is when we talked about D-thatch. D-thatch is one of the next products here behind me. We'll go ahead and jump into it, take a look at the bottle. I've already applied it to the yard. It was very hot this morning. I got out here before lunch, did a mow, and in the background, hopefully I'll show you guys some clips of what the yard looks like now. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. It's end of June. We're in the 90s here. It's hot, but the yard is holding its color. It's looking great. I can't complain at all. It's got a beautiful color still with that Carbon X we applied several weeks ago. So anyways, we'll look at the bottle of D-thatch, go over that just a little bit. As I mentioned, it's already applied, but we'll talk about how much I put down, what's the purpose of it, and see what happens in the next few weeks. So let's take a look at the bottle. All right, everybody, so as you're aware, this is a next product. It's called D-thatch Thatch Digester. The rates on this, when you want to use it, is obviously you shake all the next products well, but the minimum rate is 6 ounces per 1,000 square feet, and the maximum rate is 9 ounces per 1,000 square feet. What I decided to go with, this is not something I'm going to use a lot, I don't believe, so I went with 6.5, so I did 13 ounces for my 2-gallon sprayer, so it's roughly 6.5 ounces per 1,000 square feet that I put down in the entire yard this afternoon or early afternoon. So as you can see here, it also has 4% humic acid, which is always good. It's good for your soil, good for your dirt. You know, Pete always says get your dirt right, so 4% humic acid makes it great there. It also has 8% molasses, 88% water, carbon ash, and that looks like about it for most of the details. And it talks about mixing with fertilizers, which I'm not doing at this time. That'll be my next video actually coming up here soon. But I'll link the video to the pros because again, I'm a DIYer. I do not want you guys to get your concrete. Well, Mr. Ferguson said this, it's got to be true. I want you guys to do your own homework. I will link here in the top right corner the link to the guy that I watched, who is one of the creators or one of the founders of Next. And he talks about how you want to put your D-thatch out on a very hot, sunny day. You want D-thatch. It's almost the opposite of all the other Next products. You don't want to water this in. You want this product to sit on your grass, sit on your turf, sit on your lawn in the heat and bake in. There's some type of organisms inside this product that goes in and eats away that thatch. It digests it. It breaks it down to basically make it good stuff for your soil and for your lawn. And that's the whole entire purpose of D-thatch. You get a lot of that thatch layer underneath your grass and on the surface. This eats away some of that thatch layer, and it basically compounds it into good nutrients for your soil. So it's a good product to put down. It's not something you would want to do all the time, but it's something I've been interested in, and now that I've sprayed it, I'll be able to come back later on and update you guys on what exactly this product did, if it seemed to have done anything. Did it seem to just, just a waste of money to spray it down? We'll find out here in the future with an update video. I'm hoping that some of my grass is laying down, and we'll go look at that here in a second, out actually by the driveway. So there's a lot of dead grass underneath. It's almost like laying down. Even though I'm cutting it 4 inches in the heat here in the summer. I'm hoping this D-thatch gets under, eats away some of this dead grass, these dead things that are living right on top of the soil, gets some air and things of that nature there. So we'll see what D-thatch does. So here, guys, I'm just kind of showing you some of the dead grass in the area in the yard. Obviously, we talked about overgrowth in the yard. This is what I'm hoping that the D-thatch will help with, that it will kind of eat away some of this dead grass that's living right on top of the soil underneath the healthy grass. And you may even notice a couple of the blades still look like they may either be recovering from some fungus or maybe has some fungus over the last few months. But right here you see this dry, dead grass that's here. You know, it's kind of sitting on top here, but obviously underneath it's laying on top of the soil, preventing airflow. I'm hoping this is what D-thatch will help with. Even over here in some of the areas, I believe this is right by the shed that gets, you know, trampled, and the mower going over it, you know, constantly. But you see some of the dead grass laying right on top. It's kind of clumpy here. Not sure if D-thatch will do anything here at all. But the main video I wanted to show you is right here out by my front yard on the left side near my water meter and my mailbox. It's really laying over, and it's just a lot of that dead stuff that's underneath. It's weird to play with, to be honest with you. It's just like it's healthy, and then you move it and it's like, wow, there's a lot of dead stuff laying underneath. Right here, I believe this is the section. So you see I move all that grass upward, and there's just a lot of dead stuff underneath. So I'm hoping that's what D-thatch will help with, but we'll find out together. So we'll see what D-thatch does, guys. I'm not actually sure. I've never used the product. I've had it over here in the shed for a couple months now. Watched videos on it. I know by listening to what the experts say, you want to put it out on a hot day. You want to let this stuff bake in. So that's what it's doing right now as we make this video. So if anything changes or if I notice anything, we'll do an update video. Obviously being that we're putting out a new product to see what it does as a test, will determine if it's something I feel like it's worth purchasing in the future. I feel like the RGS, obviously with the soil test showing us what those things do in our soil by a soil test, D-thatch I would think would be something more visible of seeing some of that dead grass, you know, be used as the product says, and as the experts say, being used more of soil enrichment, if not, or something like that. So we'll find out here soon. The next video we're going to look at doing what I mentioned before, which will be coming up very soon. I want to do a double dark cocktail, being microgreen and green effect 700 with 6% iron. Now, why are we doing that specifically? Well, it's summer. We don't want to put down a whole lot of nitrogen in our yard. We don't want to stress it out. It's hot, and nitrogen working with heat can be a bad thing for our yard. So I'm going to put this down in just a few days. I want to make it look just as dark and pretty as I can for 4th of July. It's one of my favorite holidays as a veteran. I want to make it look great for fireworks and all that, people walking around the neighborhood. It's a great time of the year. I look forward to it every year to celebrate the independence that we've had here in America and continue to have, hopefully. So anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, again, please subscribe, stay around, please check out the other videos that we've made of what this lawn used to look like and what we've turned it into what we have today. Couldn't be more prouder of the products I've used, of the work we put in. Thank you guys for the compliments. Thank you guys for the comments about what your yard is looking like. And hopefully we can, I'll try to check out y'all's channels as well. Those of you that have videos of your yard, checking those out. I think Super, beautiful yard. I encourage you to look at Super in the comments. He's got some beautiful Kentucky bluegrass up there in Jersey, I believe. Shout out to him. Looks great. He's done a lot of great work up there. So just hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel again.